alive. A great time to connect with your friends, family, people you love on a Thursday night. Hello to Kelly. Good job tonight, Kelly. Very proud of you. You're out there broadcasting, doing your thing, getting it done. That's the thing. Get dressed up, get ready, and go. That's the key. Keep moving in the direction of your greatest passions. That's all you can do. I offer you peace. I offer you love. I offer you friendship. I see your beauty. I hear your need. I feel your feelings. My wisdom flows from the highest source. And it does. I salute the source in you. Let us work together for unity and love. So true. Absolutely true. 1000% true. Yay! Well done. Always ask, why does this habit light me up so much? Oh, neat. I love when things just turn themselves on here. Very interesting. Hello, Edward. Good to see you, Edward, this evening. Always ask yourself, why does this habit light me up so much? As you start to awaken your true purpose, I pray you tap into creative avenues, overflowing with divine truth and infinite healing. Think about the people who make your life rich with unconditional love and light. Everybody has those in your life, right? People who make you feel alive. Choose in this new decade to listen with compassion and a heart full of unconditional love. Look at that. Michael Grizz is on. Everybody's on right now. We're all rocking. Everything's flowing, freely flowing right now. Choose in this new decade to listen with compassion and a heart that is open to change. Let your mind be free to experience new levels of clarity and boundless bliss in 2021. What a year it's been, right? It's been crazy. Mark, my God, where have you been? I have not seen you in forever. Why did you come up? There's no one here right now anyways. It would be just you and I. It's been a while. It's been a long, long time. I hope you're well. Bronx Viking, hello. Good to see you, sir. Good to be here this evening on Thankful Thursday. I was thinking about you today, Mark, out of the blue. I was just thinking he's been kind of laying low. Hello, Rose. Good to see you. Good to be here with you. I also like to welcome Raja Yoga, who is new to the scene. Make him feel welcome here amongst the Happs family. And we are a family here, all of us. Let's do this. Let's do this grid instead. I like this one better. There we go. Okay. There's Mark. By golly.
Michael.
The love is still there. Who knew? Hi, sir.
Always.
Yeah, good to see you.
How are you?
I have
It's
been
great to see you.
really good this week. Last week, not so much. I think I was working on awakening. We'll call it that. I think a lot of people are dealing with really intense energies right now. How are you feeling?
Is that the universe or some other source?
I think it's the universe. I think it's Happs. I think it's the transition of people leaving something they loved and known for a long time, even if it wasn't necessarily healthy, which is called Periscope.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
that's just my view. No, he does not share that view, not from the place that he is. But
I I have no opinion on it,
yeah, and that's the
but
best opinion in your spot. I plead the fifth. I know nothing, I see nothing, and I say nothing. That was Colonel Klink.
exactly.
So, did you rest for a bit? Did you step away for a little bit, or did you just step in different shoes for a bit?
God, no, Michael. I just have been heads down working on some things. So
Okay. Are they working?
unfortunately, it hasn't given me a lot of time to
Yeah.
come join everyone. Yeah, it's working. It's working. It's starting to come up for air and
Yeah.
feeling good. So
You
yeah,
are in my radar today.
yeah.
Why don't you say hi to
That's
your people because I know you very well, and you
Hi,
love
Dina.
you're old school. You like to get in there and say hello.
I do. I do. I see Dina in here.
Yes.
Chris, Steven. It's great stuff. It's really cool. Retta, how you doing, man? Jeff, good to see you. Bronx Viking, always a pleasure.
Have you seen his setup now? He's the real deal.
Bronx
He's
Viking's the real deal? Yeah.
yeah, he's invested in a nice computer, a good camera, a great microphone. He's very professional now.
Awesome.
He's stepped
Awesome.
it up, and
I
that's
stepped away from the platform for a couple of weeks to work on something
yeah.
and I came back and look at that. That's incredible.
Well, I'm very pleased. Today, of all days, I just reached 300,000 views on Happs, and I believe
Congratulations.
I think I'm at day 99. So,
Nice.
yeah, so I'm getting some digits up there. I
I
try.
noticed a bunch of people celebrating their day 100 today, so we must be in that ballpark.
Well, I'll tell you, it has been such a rich and rewarding journey for me. I've really enjoyed this. I felt supported from the beginning. I feel like the platform is getting better all the time. I feel like the tools are better all the time. I can easily, handle images and things like that. Where before, yeah, I don't know. But now, yes, yes.
I,
Some
I
guy
think
named
it's only
Mark just
I
gave
think
me a
it's only
Cheers
good.
award. Who's that guy,
I
man?
did. I'm celebrating your 99th day, man. It's
Yeah,
it's very very cool, very exciting.
you look good though. You look good right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, you
Thank
look
you.
good. You look like you got some sun. You got pearly whites today. Did you get some good news today? Because you really were honestly on my radar. Not that I don't think about you from time to time, but I really kind of felt you today around. Let me think. I would say about 4 o'clock, 3 to 4 o'clock. Really felt you today.
For your time.
My time, yeah, my time. Yeah, just
Interesting.
out of the blue, and I kind of just did a little prayer and went, I hope you're okay. I hope you're, yeah.
I, I
Have
appreciate that. I feel your love all the time, man. And I really do. And I see your postings on Twitter, and it definitely gives me a shot in the arm. So I appreciate it.
well, I've noticed a lot of people now are advertising on Twitter and doing a lot of shout outs with other people who are on Haps. I really noticed that today. Serena did this one that was amazing, and
Yeah.
it was nice. So she basically highlighted all the people that she loved on Haps. So
That's amazing.
yeah,
She's true. I mean, notwithstanding that, she is truly one of my favorite people. Not to mention people on Happs. I just
yeah.
love Serena. I happened to just end up in her very first broadcast, the first person who joined, and it was such a joy. And I do have to take a second to say hi to Gio, who I was on a broadcast with last night, and we met for the first time, and he's a special dude. So I'm excited to see him here, and Ali as well. We've
Thank you
got
for
some
the
great
award,
people.
sir. I've not had the privilege yet. So if you think you're giving the award to Mark, you just gave it to me. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You would like Ali. He's a good man, and Gio's a great dude. So I'm sure you'll get to know both of them.
What has been, and I'm just telling you what my guides are telling me right now, if that's okay. What has
You're gonna
been the
read me again, Michael? I can
no,
never.
no.
Come on.
What no, I'm not reading you. I'm just asking you questions.
Oh, good.
It's not
Oh,
it's
good.
no reading. It's not I'm not making a statement, I'm asking.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Together, two
Yep.
friends just talking.
Yep.
So, trust is a two-way street. So, and I have great respect for you. So, I will never, try to outreach my reach.
Yep.
No, my guys just asked, what do you think so far in this journey has been the most powerful life lesson? Not business lesson, but life lesson as you've taken the first steps. And this is the first steps of Happs. I feel in such a good place tonight with you. Like I've
Yeah. Thank you. Perseverance, Michael.
yeah,
Perseverance. That's the first word that comes to mind. I mean, I haven't thought about that question before, but that's
yeah,
that's what popped up to my mind um, initially. Yeah, it's as you well know, it's been a long road, and a lot of challenges along the way,
yeah.
and a lot of times where had to dig pretty deep to stay on this path. But I feel
How about
very
now?
gratified. How
How
about
about right
now?
now? Yeah, how about now? Because the load seems to me, I don't know, more supported, or you're just better at dealing with it, or maybe the way you viewed it has changed. I think maybe you're more
Uh,
flexible within yourself of what this is going to be, or if you're okay with it unfolding. Do you know what I mean by that, right? Kind of just
I do.
surrendering to the wheel of what may be the
I,
potential of
I
this.
I wish that were the case, Michael. I think it's a beautiful thought. I wish I could own that.
Yeah,
That's probably not where this is coming from. I mean, this is coming from some light at the end of the tunnel,
yeah,
and a feeling of security and a little bit of relief. But not yet kind of giving in and just going with the flow of this.
yeah.
I'm still working through everything in my head, but
Hmm.
you know I sure feel the love, and not just towards us but amongst each other, everybody on here,
Yeah.
and that gives us tremendous energy and will to just keep pushing the boulder.
What happens is when the energy in the room, the current gets high, it affects speech and thought,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the governors go down. So you know we have to be careful of the governors, or we forget where we are. And I warn people of that, especially on the I got to tell you about the business show. So they got a little upset with the monetization of what it was on above, and now we're
Mhm.
working out parameters of what people can do and say at my work on it. So we'll be back, but
Your work
I
got upset about it,
yeah, they
or the
did.
people who you had on the broadcast got upset about it.
Well, they got a little relaxed around Michael, and maybe said
Uh-huh.
some things they maybe shouldn't have said.
Got it.
It was more like lunchroom chatter instead of
Right.
what's being on here, and you're very disciplined within that, and I hope someday you and I can sit down and have lunch. Yeah.
I hope so too. I hope we can break bread together for sure. I
Randy's
do
done
want to.
great
I
work.
do want to take a second and kind of
Hmm.
acknowledge some of the comments
Of
here,
course, do it right now. Go ahead. I'm going to invite Randy
Michael.
too.
So first of all, Lenny, it's great to see you too. Welcome, and love seeing you here. Gio asked a question about who do we see as the biggest competition for Happs. Michael, I'm going to interview you. Who do you see as the biggest competition for this platform?
I do have concerns a little bit with Instagram if they make it easier,
Uh-huh.
because they are now doing an award system of sorts.
Uh-huh.
It is not the same feeling as we've built here. I don't know what's happened here, but it's become really a beautiful, warm community of people who really genuinely care about each other. I've never witnessed or been part of something like this before. I remember when I started this, I thought, oh, it'd be cool to have 200 people watch me a day. And, we could interact and have this wonderful community. And now, within a day, it's usually 1,000 views. And that's pretty normal for people who are on frequently. So there is support. And a lot of us all know each other now. Like, we genuinely know each other, just like you do. You know your community. And I think you know how much they love you.
I definitely I have a feel for it. I mean, I know that it goes beyond what I can stay up with, but I definitely have a feel for it, and it's one of the things I like the most about all of this is that I do feel connected to what's happening here and the people who are here, and it makes it much more authentic than it would be otherwise.
Yeah. Well, even if you look at the development of our relationship and how things have changed in 3 months, how the comfort level of us two is interesting. And I have that with quite a few people here where I really feel like, even though I only know them on this platform, I feel like I really know them. Like right now, it's like we hear people saying, hey, my brother Randy, right? And Randy has tirelessly worked on promoting this format and loves this format and loves Happs. I would not be here. You know the story already, the backstory. He basically said to me some 99 days ago, Michael, get your ass on there. I think you'll find a home here. And for those who just stepped in, you stepped in at the right time because everything is running really smoothly. There's never been a better time to be part of this. And the people that are here really do genuinely care about the format.
So I want to respond to another comment.
Sure.
I believe it's Chris. I believe the other and Chris is saying, are we ready for next week? The answer is, Chris, we don't really know what to expect.
No, we don't.
We've certainly seen an increase in the community over the last 4 or 5 days.
Yes.
But so many people had told us, that it was going to be this crazy, insane influx of people, and
yes.
It hasn't been. And so we honestly don't know what to expect. I think we are certainly much better prepared for growth than we were when this first happened in December. And hopefully we're prepared for whatever comes of this. But we're not quite sure what to expect. So, I'd be interested to hear all of your guys' perspective on it, because you're much closer to Periscope and the community that existed on there and what's left of that community than I am, for sure.
What do you think, Randy?
I today spent 5 hours on Periscope and talked to hundreds of people, and they're saying the last day we'll see you on Happs. So there's many stragglers that are waiting, and they said, well, the last day we'll be there, and they're in tears about leaving their Periscope.
Yeah, I've seen that.
They're ready, and most people are coming to Happs.
Yeah.
Well,
As they
It's,
should. As they should. You know.
And by the way, if you come into Happs, use my invite link. That is happs.tv/invite at Randy W. Horton.
Randy, you're putting everybody to shame on that on the invite program. It's
I'm really going to get
everybody
started
in the
tomorrow.
dust.
Yeah. If anybody has any inkling of love towards me on Periscope and feels that Randy maybe has had enough, you can direct him my way. Thank you. I'm glad that Randy's doing well, because you know why? He has put the time into it, and I think it's time for him to make a few dollars. I'm never against him making a few dollars.
I think it's fantastic. I mean, we set up the program for everybody to get rewarded for helping to bring more people onto this platform, and I'm thrilled that Randy's making every use of it. So
yeah,
thank you for that. A generic response of appreciation, Mark.
No, it's not generic, Randy. You know my feelings about you, my friend. You know.
Yeah, and I divorced the first one.
Come on.
I'm only playing. You know that.
You know what? I
know.
always look at Randy as like a rose. You can look at the beauty of it, but also be very aware of the thorns. Yeah,
Yeah, but at least roses are real.
But by the way, going back to Gio's question, I agree with Chris. If you ask me who the biggest competitors are to Happs, I would probably put Twitch as the number one platform that I view as competitive. I certainly believe that there's competition coming from many places. Instagram is definitely one. Twitter Live, I think will be one.
Yes.
Facebook Live to a certain degree, YouTube Live. We certainly have ideas and ways that we intend to make this a different and unique place, and hopefully we will create something special that'll make us rise above the rest. But competition is part of the game here.
Is there anyone?
And I do want to say hi to Mel,
yeah,
who I love dearly. It's great to see her in the comments.
If there's someone who isn't in the comments and is new to Periscope and is just watching and would like to come up, and if they have questions between Randy and Mark, they would easily be able to get you through this. The one thing you got to remember with Twitter.
Like to do a correction. If you're new to Happs, Michael's still on Periscope, but I'm welcoming you to Happs.
I was going to correct him, Randy. But I'm glad.
I cracked it. You said welcome to Periscope, by the way, Michael.
Yes, the new Periscope, I guess, but far better. Yeah. I'll be okay. I'm old and fuddly. You got to give me a break here once in a while, guys. Yeah. But
every rose has its thorn.
It sure does, my friend. It sure does. Yeah, no. Randy is another person. If you're new to the platform and you're looking for a little guidance here on Happs, he will gladly help you. And I notice he's been doing that. You've been helping people who are first day, second day. You've been going into the broadcast and trying to help them find their way. Mark, are you going to be going around tomorrow helping people?
I see Ella is asking, she heard that this app is going down. Is that accurate? Certainly nothing that I am aware of, Ella, and I think I would be aware. No,
that is true. It's going down to be one of the best social media platforms in history, and you're a part of it. So if you want to go down in history, join Happs.
I think Happs is the future.
Way to turn it around, Randy.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yasmin, would you like to come up? Yasmin is one of the ambassadors, I feel, of Happs.
He and Retta are amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yes.
They have been unbelievable to this platform and everybody on it.
So are you going to be going around tomorrow and introducing yourself just as you did when I first started to some of the new people? Because there will be new people in the next 2-3 days. Is that kind of your idea? I will never forget. I was on, I think, 30 seconds and I met you. It might have been 50 seconds. And I was like, well, this is a different place.
I've had that experience a few times on this platform. And I remember it, and interestingly enough, you and others remember it too. It's kind of fun.
I was blown away.
I remember Helen. I ended up like talking to Helen, and she was just this, kind of obscured face in a dark car, and
yes,
and it was the most random conversation, and I loved it. It was phenomenal.
Okay. Here we go. We have yet another guest here.
Hello. No, sorry. Hello.
So, do you know Mark?
We
yes,
do.
okay.
We do.
I do know Mark.
So great to see you.
So, for someone who's new to Happs and just recently left Periscope or is in the midst of picking up their luggage and moving over, what has your experience been like so far?
I can't rave enough about this app, Mark. It's so good. Like, I love the community. I just love what you're doing on here. I'm like your number one fan.
I love it, and I love you. Thank you for those kind words, and for being such an incredible part of the community.
How long have you been on, Mrs. Kendall?
I think I looked today. I think I've been on 85 days.
Wow.
And it's gone so fast. Yeah.
So since the first broadcast where we met and you were dancing, have you done another dance one?
I haven't, but I was thinking about doing
maybe
one.
100, day 100, and Randy will dance.
Okay, that sounds good.
By the way, I was just monitoring or watching Carrie's broadcast, and she requested a new award, Request a Dance. So hopefully we'll have that up fairly soon, and people can request that dance.
Do we have an award yet with Randy's name on it? I think we should.
We don't have a personalized one. Randy, give us an award that would be meaningful and personal to you, and how much you would like it for.
Whoop whoop, $1,000.
Whoop whoop, $1,000. I'll put it in the request for an award right now.
You better pray that someone doesn't push the wrong button.
How do I spell it?
WHOOP, WHOOP, whoop whoop, $1,000.
Got it.
How about $100, Randy? Because that's more realistic that someone will actually.
That's nothing whooping about $100, buddy.
I'll whoop whoop for $100.
It won't even buy dinner at one of my favorite restaurants. So you've got to double up.
Yeah, you're crazy. That's funny.
Mark, somebody was asking, how did you attract the first viewers? I think that was directed at you.
Hi, Joey.
The first viewers? Well, interestingly enough, the viewers actually follow the broadcasters. So the way that Happs works with the multicasting, the viewers are kind of attached to the broadcasters. So it was more about encouraging broadcasters to use the platform. And we started originally, as you guys know, with journalists, and then expanded out from there. And that's kind of how we built the following.
How are we doing so far with musicians? I notice we're getting a few more. Do you think we'll get quite a few more once? And the other question I have too is, are we going to start seeing DJs on here? Like, That was the other.
We certainly want to see DJs on here. Candidly, Michael, I think we've got work to do to get the audio quality
That's
up
what I
to
thought.
a level that
Yeah.
is sufficient for them, and it's definitely on our plan to make that happen. We just want to make sure that the platform is up to the level it needs to be for everybody, and then we plan to spend some resources to improve it on the audio level for the musicians, and hopefully once we do that, we'll start to see a lot more of them here and making use of it. One of my favorite things about the platform is, so many musicians who are here are not just using it for performing, they're really using it to express themselves much more broadly, to get on to other people's broadcasts, to invite people here who they're interested in, and kind of show themselves beyond their artistic ability. And I think that's been really incredible to watch. So I guess some of them are certainly still doing that, while they wait for the audio to improve. But I hope that continues beyond that, because I think it's really cool to get to know them better as people and to hear their perspectives.
Have you heard of Sarah Adams? She does ABBA, she does Dolly Parton, and she does Sarah Brightman right on cue, like dead on. Like unbelievably
I have not heard of her. Is she on here already, or?
Yes, I helped her with a broadcast one day. It was interesting, and she has a insanely good voice. I think she's an operatic singer, so she can sing anything. Very much like Randy.
Phenomenal.
Yes.
Randy, you gonna sing opera for us? If I give a request
for
a song award.
Actually, I'm quite good at it.
All right, you're getting the request a song award, Randy.
Yeah, actually, I am. I spent many years in choir. I am actually unbelievable. I just don't like to embrace that side of myself.
I believe that. I actually believe that he can sing. You can sometimes tell by someone's speaking voice how they sing. Yeah. Request a song award. There you go, $5.
It's not quite 1,000, Randy, but we're working our way up there.
I would like could you please stop this awful broadcast award?
Aww, what are you trying to say? We'll try not to take that too personally, Randy.
I don't know. I made that up out of thin air. It's no meaning. You know me. I'm never meaningful, hurtful. I may make you think, but I'm never meaningfully hurtful to anyone.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate the award. I don't know if am I following you, Chris? I hope I am. If I'm not, I will make sure that I subscribe to you. And I would love to send a shout out to Vanita. How are you tonight? And Vince is in the room as well. So nice to see you, sir. It's funny, I'm seeing it on my tablet before I see it in the room, which is very weird. Yeah. So, Mark,
anything over at my tablet. I'm trying not to focus on it.
So, what changes do you anticipate besides audio quality for DJs and musicians in the next, say, month or two? Do you have kind of some set goals for the next month or two?
Well, certainly I think you guys have seen or hopefully seen a noticeable improvement in the content timing with the broadcast.
Oh yeah.
And that's been a major push of ours for sure. I think one of our big areas of focus is just making it easier for people to come aboard Happs and to understand what's going on and feel comfortable. I mean,
yes.
I think a lot of people come here still and just are overwhelmed by it, and I think we do a less than adequate job of really walking them through and making them comfortable and making it easy to understand. And so that's definitely something that we're going to work on and improve here. Yes. And I think we're also going to work on and improve making it really easy to bring other people into your broadcast, so that we get more broadcasts like this where multiple people are collaborating, because I think those are the broadcasts that are definitely the most compelling, from a content standpoint and also from an experience standpoint. So
anyone that would like to come up and talk to Rick, just ask to be beamed up, and I will let you up.
Rick coming in? Who's Rick?
Rick is one of the musicians that's coming up.
Oh yeah, right.
By the way,
good recovery.
I want to acknowledge Chris here. He is clearly one of the Happs OG, because if he's referencing Andrew King, he was definitely with us from the very, very beginning. I mean, this is pre us relaunching the whole version of Happs. This was back to the days where we were operating as a news service, and so that's pretty impressive. It's cool to see.
Andrew invited me in to talk about something in Saudi.
I remember that, Randy. I definitely
and I was
remember
a pot stirrer, and everybody was shocked. Who is this idiot?
What was it? Andrew who invited you, or Frank invited you?
There was a lady who had called, and then she said she'd call back, and she disappeared, and I didn't even think about it. Then out of the blue one day, Andrew, I believe, got a hold of me.
Got it. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I recall we called her Lazy Lady. A lot of people said they'd heard from her, and she'd never called them back.
I have a notion of who that was, but I won't mention it.
She called a few of us, and it was like, just never get back to you,
The one thing, Mark, I did notice is sometimes, like Rick right now is trying to get up, and it gets stalled a lot, and I know he's on a phone. And sometimes you have to try multiple times. That's one of the few things I think we still need to work on. When you go from, say, your phone to a computer source, like we're doing here, sometimes it won't recognize. But I'm telling you, last night I was so happy. I couldn't believe how many people from Twitch were coming in and commenting. I've never had that. So I felt like cool. I felt like I turned a corner, and it was somewhat synced okay, and so there are small changes that are happening. I think Rick's trying again.
Trust me, every day, my friend, every day we are working and doing new things.
Rick, are you ready?
Thank you, Michael. I have to go now.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Oh, I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. You're always welcome.
It's great to see you.
Lovely to see you, Mark.
Also, thank you, Mark. Thank you, Gemma. Everybody, see you later. Have a good day.
Great to see you, Randy.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Have a great day, too. Cheers.
Bye.
Here you go. Yeah, Randy can't risk having a musician on when he's broadcasting, because on his other platforms he could get a strike, so he's worried about that. So Rick, we're having problems getting you up here. Okay, there you go. So Rick, can you hear us? Yeah, he's 1 minute. Okay. But the more musicians that we can get, the better. What are kind of the guidelines on here, sir, that you're comfortable with musicians? That's still tricky, isn't it? That's sorry. That's sorry. I don't mean to throw you curveballs, because I know Laura's going to want, my daughter is going to want to be on here more often.
I sure wish I would we could see Laura on here more often.
Yeah,
She's
she
just
is now. She's
put it-
settled in now with her
putting
boyfriend.
aside her music, which is spectacular. She's just a beautiful soul, and I love seeing her on here. So
yeah, you're humming, Rick. Can you? He's having a rough time. 1 minute. What I want him to do is he does this one song. It's called "Give Thanks," and it's beautiful. And I kind of wanted to set it up in such a manner that you could hear it, and I wanted to dedicate it to you, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But he does a beautiful version of this song. He's very gifted. I don't know if you've seen Rick. Sarah, would you like to come up as well?
Check.
She says, "Can you invite me now?"
there's Rick.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. You know what? I know what's wrong.
Do you know what's wrong in the world, or
Yes,
just with? Okay.
So I had the mix turned all the way to you guys, and I couldn't hear my microphone at all.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on here? Because I was recording the other day.
If there's a problem in the mix, right? There's not a problem that I can't fix because I can do
by the
it
way,
in the mix.
By the way,
Yeah.
Michael, I just have to acknowledge always Amy, because she's saying such nice things about me in the comments, and I'm blushing right now. So we'll just leave it at that.
Well, listen, why don't you take the next couple of minutes while he's doing what he's doing there and just thank your people. Go for it.
I'm scrolling through the comments,
and
acknowledging people as I see things, and it's great to see everyone.
Thanks, Miss Kendall, for being here. Thank you so much, Randy, for being here, and thank you, Mark.
Is it coming through? Sorry.
It's coming through. It's like the heartbeat of Happs. It's coming through, brother.
Hey, Chris, I'm glad that we didn't get into an argument over politics. As I've said many times on this platform, I hope what we're doing here is more about creating human connection, and we don't always have to agree with each other, but we can understand and appreciate each other better. And I think your comment is a perfect representation of that. So thank you.
Bo said, "Try throwing the laptop across the room." that
Hopefully he didn't do that before I said what I said.
That never helps me out.
Sarah says here, we would like to sing more if audio improves. This is a nice platform. She's brand new in the last couple of weeks. Do you need a couple minutes, buddy, or are you good?
No, I'm good. You want to hear give thanks?
Yeah, I want to give thanks. I want to send this out to what I really consider to be a dear friend and a friend to anybody who knows him on Happs. Of course, the co-founder, Mark. And Rick, thank you so much for being here. I think this is wonderful. Go for it.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime, brother.
You're lost and alone. Don't worry, 'cause you're already home. And I know it's a long, long road, but we're ready to go. Never had so much trouble in my life. Found beauty in the balance between all the lies and the love. But as long as Nathan sings this song, I'm ready to go, ready to go. For whatever gonna come my way, I just give thanks, give thanks. All the struggles and the troubles and the sorrows, I just give thanks, give thanks. Don't worry about tomorrow, you're living today. We just give thanks, we got to give thanks, yeah. It's all gonna be okay. We just give thanks, we got to give thanks, yeah. Oh, I give thanks for this life that you've given. Oh, my love is like an ocean, I ain't got no worry. I've been sailing on this unknown of a forbidden sea. Oh, I've been chasing the sun, but it's gone and eventually, yeah. Waves get rough, but I'm not giving up. This place is forsaken, memories are sacred. Life gets tough, never stop looking up. Give thanks for this life, my soul. For whatever gonna come my way, I just give thanks, give thanks. All the struggles and the troubles and the sorrows, I just give thanks, give thanks. Don't worry about tomorrow, you're living today. Just give thanks, we got to give thanks, yeah. We're gonna be okay. You just give thanks, we got to give thanks, yeah.
That's right. You got to give thanks.
I appreciate y'all bearing with me. That was a rough start.
Well, sometimes in this life, it was very much like that for Happs. I think it goes right along. We had a lot of starts and goes and goes and starts, and now it's rocking.
Gotta just keep giving thanks.
You got to keep plowing through, right?
Yeah,
I
man.
love that song. That gives me hope. It really does. And in the future, the audio is just going to get better and better. And I think your audiences will get bigger and bigger. So I'm so grateful you're here. I'm so grateful to all the musicians who have recently come up and, have found their way on Happs. Thank you for being here. Thank you for uplifting my spirit. And I know Mark loves music as well. And so this is great.
I do, Rick. I have heard you many times on this platform and watched your broadcast, but this is the first time we've been on one together, and it's a pleasure.
Yeah,
thank you.
Pleasure's all mine, man. I appreciate you guys having me here and letting me do my thing. It's a wonderful thing to play for an audience again. And I'll tell you, I've been streaming for the past year and a half everywhere else, and it's not like playing for an audience like it is here. Like here, I feel like I'm playing the bar, like I'm playing the club, I'm playing the venue. Whereas there, it's random, like one or two people maybe. It's just it's such a difference, and I mean, like, no trolls. I've yet to. Maybe I should knock on lots of wood, but I mean, no trolls. There's no trolls here. How do y'all do it?
Please knock on wood, Rick.
I'm
Please.
knocking on wood. I've experienced a lot of crappy places where it was just Periscope. I lasted about 3 days, and that was 4 years ago, and I never went back to Periscope again. Just because it was just filled with mean people. I mean,
Well,
just people, angry people. So I mean, I love coming here, and I love being able to.
What has your experience been since you've been on? And you haven't really been on that long.
No, I'm 41 days streak is where I'm at.
41. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Yeah.
41
And
days.
your mic is a little low. Is there any way you
Is it
can turn
low?
it just a
Probably
little
not
low?
close enough to it. Is that better?
It's a little better. Yeah, it's a little better. Like you said,
Thank
this
you.
is not the best sound you've ever had tonight. Sarah, I did invite you up. Did you
Check. Is
get
that
the
much
invite?
better?
I don't know if Sarah knows how to use the controls or anything. She's having a rough time. She really is. I tried desperately to get her to do a few things, and I felt like I was going in circles. But if we can get someone to with your team help her, because honestly, she is phenomenal, and her setup is really good. Like I was really amazed at the sound that she was getting. It's really good. Cran, I'm glad that you're here, Cran. Are you still hanging on with the Periscope thing? Cran is one of the very last people and one of the kindest people I know. Dina D, thank you for being here as well, and thank you, Amy, for being so kind to Mark.
Thank you, Gary.
Mark, can you read some of the awards? They're a little small. Because of Sarah. Sarah's here. Sarah, I'm going to bring you up. Okay, you ready? Can you hear us?
I completely froze, guys. I'm here. I'm gonna exit out.
Yeah, no problem, Rick. Yeah.
Hi, Sarah.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
I don't know if
Welcome.
You
Hi.
How are you?
Great.
You guys hear me?
Great to meet you, Sarah.
Nice to meet you, Mark. I'm okay. It's 3:34 in the morning here, so it's my time.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Well, thank you for being here. We appreciate it very much.
Well, thank you. I'm really glad that you're talking about improving audio on Happs. This is what I'm here on Happs only 6 days, and I have I think four streams until now, and Michael bumped in on my second stream, and it was like wow.
Well, it was wow. It was wow good or wow bad because we've had both.
Yeah, it was like when you come. Around 100 people come to my stream. Until then, I feel like I'm talking to myself and to my dog. So when you bump in, it was like, wow.
Yeah, but
Rick
that's
said.
the thing, though. Once you have your family set here, and that's anybody who joins, we will always support you. Like that's just who we are. So it's just a matter of inviting us, and we'll come and we'll bring our small tribe or army, whatever one you prefer. And in no time, everyone was bravo and unbelievable. And I couldn't believe how much you sounded like Dolly Parton when you sang. It was unbelievable. Rick, Rick's gone? Okay. Mark, I don't think Rick can hear me, but I would love for Rick somewhere down the road to hear you. And that's kind of what I wanted tonight. But Mark, in the future, if you can, witness one of her broadcasts. I think you will be blown away with her vocal styling.
I will definitely take you up on that, Sarah.
Go ahead.
How often do you use Happs, and when can I catch you?
I just started on Sunday, so I was streaming Sunday and Tuesday and today. So I hope. Well, my plan is to stream again on Sunday, 5 p.m. GMT, because I'm in Cyprus. I don't know. It's around 1:00 p.m. Or
okay.
I don't know.
5 p.m. GMT would be 9 o'clock here in Los Angeles, PST. So noon EST.
this is the latest I can sing here because of the neighbors, and when I'm singing it's really loud, so
Yeah,
I
you have
cannot sing.
she has great volume. But even when you were doing the Dolly Parton talking, it was it was really good. Like I can tell that you've been doing this for a long time. So you've been an impersonator for years. So I think of all the stylings you did, I was most blown away by the Dolly, how close it was. And Dolly Parton has a very strange voice, like very difficult to match. And I thought you had it dead on. ABBA was dead on too. Like you did ABBA better than I've ever heard anybody do ABBA, like ever. And you did the Angel song, right? Which I thought was appropriate. But I could not believe the outpouring of love she got within the first 20 minutes of people hearing her sing once I came up. It was just, they were blown away. So, Mark, I hope that you take the time to listen to her. And anyone who's in the room, please follow her. Check out her broadcast. Tell me if I'm not right. I would not promote. Oh, there is that your boyfriend or husband? It's one of my
What's the
groups.
difference?
It's one of my groupies, Mike. It's one of my groupies.
Apparently, he's a late night soul too. So you guys are well suited for each other.
If you ask him, he will tell you he's a dog walker. He's walking my dog.
So how long have you been singing, Sarah?
I told you last time I will not tell you that information, so you can do the math. But
when did you start singing? Okay, here we go. We'll go the other route.
Yes, I started to sing when I was 13.
Okay.
A long time ago.
A long time ago.
But I have a school for singing. I was going to school to be opera singer. I am opera singer. I was singing in a theater and in opera house in my country, which is Croatia, and I was singing in musicals. And but I like classic, but I also like to sing country music, and I like to sing. ABBA is my favorite band. When I started to sing a long time ago, I started to sing with ABBA, and this is my first band I started to sing, and maybe I start to imitate them. So maybe I have that the voice so close to Agneta, the blonde one.
Yes.
Maybe that's the trick, but whatever I sing, people told me that they can hear Agneta in my voice, ABBA in my voice.
Well, you have to be brave. You have to be very brave to take on Sarah Brightman, and you were doing Sarah Brightman songs. And when you told me you were going to do a Sarah Brightman song, I got a little afraid for you until you started.
Why?
And I went, because it's hard. Like you have to be skilled. Like that is not something you just do. And I thought, oh my God, this is very close. But I was honestly most amazed by how close you were to Dolly. That blew me away. To go from ABBA to Dolly and have it seamlessly, I was like, this is insane. So very, very good. And I was a singer for many years as well. So I have kind of an idea of what is deemed to be difficult. And you have great power and insane range. So if I had a third of your range, I'd be happy.
Well, thank you. But when you're talking about Sarah Brightman, the thing is, she is even more difficult than you even imagine, because it's not just opera. The way she is singing, it's when you let me just, in short, when you start to learn how to sing opera, you start to develop your voice, and then when you start to sing like Sarah Brightman, you have to, everything you learn, you have to put it down, because she is singing without power. She is singing the same high without power. Like you want to go
barreling. Yeah, I know what you mean.
If you want to go with your car 100 miles per hour and without gas,
Yeah.
So that's Sarah Brightman singing opera.
Yeah. Yeah. She naturally has the range without reaching, I think is what you're trying to say. So listen, I usually end my broadcast around an hour.
Yeah.
Mark, what you know how I do this? What are you currently grateful for, my friend?
I'm currently grateful for you, Michael. This was amazing to come up here and connect with you and Sarah and Randy and Rick. It was fun. It was fun. So
Yeah.
I'm feeling very grateful for you and also all the people who joined in. Great group today.
Yeah, but I noticed that, and that's one of the most wonderful things about Happs, and those who are part of this community know this. When you start a broadcast, you have no idea who's going to come in, but there's always some form of magic that happens. It's like the planets align, all the pieces that you need come, and there is such a beautiful overflowing of community and real, I would say, kindness.
Hmm.
That
And I would be remiss if I didn't say I was thankful for Amy, who said so many sweet and nice things and made my day. So
well, you know, when you have the beauty that Mark has, it is hard not to notice it, right? Inside and out. There you go. So, does anybody want to say anything before we go to Mark? Nobody? Okay. I think
Mark,
they're all. Oh,
we would really like that. Since I don't know you, but I realize that you are the responsible person for that. So that Hubs is a really nice place to perform, and if audio will improve, I'm sure that many singers will come here because I am performing on other platforms, and I will personally invite many people here. It's very difficult
well,
for
you should
us
explain to
to
her,
make
Mark, the
money now.
benefit. That the benefit of
well,
that, Mark. Explain to her if she's able to invite many of her friends, what will happen.
well, Michael is referring that we currently, Sarah, have an invite program going on, and there's money and Happs merchandise involved, and so if you want to invite people and give out your invite link, you can participate in that. But either way, it's so great to hear what you're saying, and we will work hard to improve the audio so that you can enjoy the platform even more, and you can feel confident bringing your friends here as well.
Thank
And
you.
the other great thing is too, once you get your VIP, which I know you will in short order, as long as you broadcast frequently, you will then be able to be sponsored by individuals anywhere from $1 to $10 a month. So, and I know that people will want to hear the stylings of Dolly Parton, Sarah Brightman, and ABBA, and whatever other tricks you have in your up your sleeve.
I'm excited to hear you. Like Michael is a big fan,
Oh
and
yeah.
that speaks volumes, Sarah. So I'm excited to catch one of your broadcasts.
Well, all
Thank
you
you.
have to do, Mark, is if you look her up, she's already done 2. You can go
Yep.
in and hear her, and you'll hear what I'm hearing. And I agree with her. Once we get the
I,
audio quality to professional level or near, I think we will see endless drove of amazing musicians that will come here, and it will become a major platform for many people to express their gifts.
Because you already have audience. You just need performance.
I love it, and I look forward to it.
Me too. Mark, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you to everybody
A
in the
pleasure as
room.
always, Michael. Thank you.
Yes. Let's keep doing what we're doing. Let's keep shining our shoes and getting up in the morning and moving forward. And I hope together in a few more months we'll be saying that we've hit the highest highs. All right.
Keep it
Take care.
real.
Bye
Thanks,
bye.
Michael.
Yeah.
Cheers.